What's going on, guys? Back with a product review. Haven't done this in a while, and I've got something really cool I want to show you today. Now let me just start this video by saying I was not paid to endorse this product. I was not given this product for free. It's actually a product that I bought myself because I had a project that I was working on this weekend and I wanted to try it out because I thought it would make life just a little bit easier. The product I'm going to talk about today is the Motion Pro Fork Oil Level Gauge. It's about 20 bucks online. Might be a little bit more. We'll say between 20 and $30. And it's going to make life a whole lot easier if you're one of those guys that likes to work on your bike yourself like I do. And especially when you're working on the front suspension and trying to get the right amount of oil in those front forks, you might want to think about investing in one of these. But I went ahead and tested it out yesterday, so let's go out to the garage to see how it worked. All right, guys, I'm going to give you a quick demo of this brand new tool I just picked up from Motion Pro. It is the Fork Oil Level Gauge. And if you're going to be changing your own fork oil, this is an invaluable tool to have. I'd use the old method of measuring down and what have you, but the way this thing works is you set this on the length you need it, and I'll give you some close-up shots here in just a second, but basically we've got a bunch of different millimeter markings. You have the set pin here, the set screw here, and then this sits down on top, and you do need to hold it there. And then basically it's sitting down here and it's a syringe, so when it gets up past that point, whatever your measurement may be, just pull on this, it'll pull the oil out. You can put this oil back into your container and you know it's going to be exact. Now once the oil stops coming out, that means it's perfectly level and it's right where it needs to be. Really, really cool tool, and for 20 bucks, if you do any of your own maintenance, I think you're really going to like this thing. Okay, so right there you can see I've got a little too much in there and it's actually pulling some of the fork oil out of there. All I'm going to do is let this fill up. Alright, some out of there. I'm just going to squirt this back into the bottle. Check it again. But this beats having to turn this thing upside down and dump it back out. Okay, you just heard it gurgle right there, which probably means we're right where we need to be, but we're gonna pump this fork leg one more time and check it one last time just to make sure before we start to go put the springs and all that stuff back in. Set this back on top of the fork and we're right where we need to be. Awesome. That's it. That's how simple this thing is to use. Now, as you saw from the video, the product worked great. I'm really impressed by it. It took a lot less time than the old method I used to use where I'd take a tape measure and stick it down in the fork. That just didn't work very well. So it's very, very simple. All you're going to do is use this set screw to adjust it on the right length. This sits right on top. It might help if you had a second set of hands, but then once it gets up, so let's say you put in too much oil and it's up to here, you just suck it out with the syringe. It'll take it down so where it's level. And that's it. You've got it set exactly. There's no guesswork anymore with the Motion Pro Fork Oil Gauge. So in closing, is it worth the $20 to $30 that the tool cost? If you're going to do some front suspension work on your bike, definitely get it. It's going to save you a lot of headaches. Even if you only use it one time, to me the amount of time it saved and the amount of mess, because normally you have to pour the shock, you have to turn the fork back up and drain it back out. It just creates a mess. That stuff's nasty. The amount of time it saves, the amount of energy it saves. If you're going to do your own front fork work, invest in one of these. There may be some other products like it on the market, but I have used other tools from Motion Pro. They work great. I feel like the cost that you're paying for them is more than reasonable. Excellent quality product. I will put a link below so you can find it. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments section below. Hope you guys enjoyed this review video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, I look forward to you being one, and I'll talk to you again soon.